Hey, I hope you're doing well and staying safe and sailing the seas of life smoothly. I know that's something that's harder to do nowadays, so I hope you're hanging in there. I haven't made a video in a while, partly because I felt it was time to dedicate myself to my artwork and my studies and just attend personal matters, but also because I felt I needed some time to gather my thoughts and really think about what I wanted to share next. So, this year has been crazy, It's really felt like the world is sort of going through a bad trip. And nowadays, I see that it's easy for a lot of people to be anxious or depressed or just pessimistic about the whole situation, and rightly so, because a lot of things are going on. We still got the virus or the pandemic thing going on in the background. The economy has gone to shit, and there's a lot of social unrest and social injustice going on around the world. So, I don't blame people. It's easy to lose sight of the light at the end of the tunnel and just think that the world is going to shit. And what I've noticed is that, we're still stuck inside. We're still missing our old lives. Most of us probably are just missing the way life used to be, and, all the things that we used to take for granted. But also what I see going on is that, most people have sort of disengaged with the world, either they lost their jobs or they're just stuck at home or unable to go to school. And so you just, you shut yourself out from the world and just stay at home and distract yourself as much as possible, or just, try to kill time with whatever sort of entertainment or distraction or pleasure you can do at home. And that's fine, but I think it's really important that we use this time to both develop ourselves and also to, more importantly, express ourselves, because I think really what's going to prepare us for the things that await us in the future is communication and self-expression. Everyone has something to say about how the world is right now. Everyone has something they can do to, either start a conversation about the future or prepare for the future and prepare others for the future. A lot of things are going wrong in the world, and there are a lot of ideas or, visions that could help us steer towards a better direction, collectively and individually. In terms of the world or the planet, environmentalism, promoting the sort of view that we have to become partners of nature and stop being against or set against nature. Regarding social unrest or social inequality, we can spread the idea of oneness, right? Like we're all connected, we're all brothers, or we're all a family. And this will help to sort of bring about a new awareness, a new consciousness that I think is really important so that we can face the future. And so I think every one of us has a way in which we can do this, in which we can become part of this process of basically creating a new culture, you know? Because what's happening in the world right now, at least in my opinion, is that the culture we have inherited and the one that most of us consume today, it's not working anymore. It's bringing more trouble than good, and we have to sort of replace it or start to generate new ideas that can replace it, because things such as consumerism, materialism, egoism, nationalism, and racism, list goes on. There's a lot of things that are either consciously or subconsciously promoted by the culture we're in, and these things have to go. They're being toxic, and they're partly responsible for the state that the world is in today. So, what really needs to happen is that we replace this old toxic culture with something new, with a new vision, a new expression of what it means to be human and the direction we want to take as a society. And to me, this is the job of, the artist, the philosopher, the writer, the music maker, all these creators that express themselves through music, through art, through literature, even movies, and all of these things, really what they do is they generate culture. And these are the mediums in which we can begin to create a new vision for ourselves. Because, if you really stop and think about it, the main problem that the world has right now, or that society or mankind has at the moment, is a lack of vision and purpose. Since there is not a clear vision and purpose that we all share, or that we are all pointing towards, striving towards, a lot of people are, falling into apathy or egoism or selfishness, and, they just focus on gathering money for themselves, gathering resources, and just trying to, isolate themselves in their sort of kingdom or paradise, which separates them from the rest of the situation. And this is bad, because this, taken to its extreme, can really cause society to collapse. So we have to do the opposite of that and work together and communicate. So to me, what we can do in this time of, most of us are still stuck at home, and we have a lot of time in our hands. So I think one of the best things you can do right now to help the situation or to become part of the solution is think of what you have to offer to the world, and more so think about the message you have to offer, and then try to come up with a way in which you can express it. And it doesn't matter if it has a profound or small impact, but the idea is that we start creating and stop consuming so much, that we create something out of ourselves. For me, obviously, part of it is making videos once in a while, but it's also art and writing and poetry, because these are ways in which I can spread what for me is a vision that can give us purpose. And everyone has this. Everyone has a vision that they can share. Everyone has their own ideas of how we can make the world better or how we can become better people. So, yeah, if anything, I want to encourage you to think about what you have to offer and really start working and improving yourself so that you can offer that better. Because we really have to become part of the solution. And, you know, part of this is creating new purpose for ourselves. When we do things that have purpose and meaning, such as getting in with the conversation or expressing ourselves in a way that will help generate a better culture, we're not only helping create a collective purpose, a collective vision, but it also gives us purpose for ourselves, you know? It makes us feel that we're helping humanity at large, and that at least we're making an effort to become a part of the solution. So, yeah, I hope that inspires some thoughts, and thank you for listening.